Okay, I'm back for part 2 of the Yes Extravaganza. And we are going to be doing on this layer, we're going to be doing the fun layer, the disco layer. But firstly, I just want to ask you, so how did that feel to you? How did that feel about, you might have done this before, but if you've never done this before, to be intentional about what you're doing. I mean, I do this all the time. I do it in my journal. What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? Because we often think of what we don't want. And when you think of what you don't want, like I said, it doesn't matter if you're thinking about what you don't want or what you do want. Wherever your energy's going, where your mind's going, the energy's flowing. So it's very important for you to be aware of your thoughts. I mean, that's a huge one. Awareness is the first step. You have to know what you're thinking to know that you need to redirect it. Because, even a small trajectory change on a plane path will make it go into a totally different place. So this is what we're doing. We want our lives to go the way we want them to go. But if you've got your thoughts all over the place and you're not aware of what you're doing, you're creating all the time with your energy. If you believe that, totally believe that. So, if you're creating, you're going to be aware because don't want to create crap. You want to create goodness. And so that's where it comes in. You're abundant. I have feelings of abundance. If you're not feeling abundant and you're like, well, how can I feel abundant if I'm not abundant? Look at what you do have in your life. Start being grateful for what you do have. Attitude of gratitude. What you appreciate appreciates. I love saying that. So you have everything you need, you guys. I mean, really, you have food, you have water, you have shelter. And yes, you may want more, but you got the basic needs back. You have breath, oxygen, we have connections with people in our lives. These are all the foundational things that we need to survive, and you have them. So be really grateful for those things. You have water coming out of a tap. There's some people in the world that don't even have that. So there's so many things you can be grateful for. And so with feelings of love, like, oh, I really want to mate, or I don't feel like I'm in love with my husband, or whatever it is. Well, start getting in love with yourself, start getting in love. How do I do that if I don't feel? Start loving on your animals. I love my animals. Think of the things you do love in your life. So this is how we do it. This is the way. It's all just energy. The universe doesn't know. All it feels is the energy. So it's not saying, oh, well, I know she doesn't want that, so I'm going to give her this. It doesn't. It's all energetic. The energetic frequency you're putting out is aligning you with that frequency. So it's that easy. I've seen it work in my life a million times. And it's not easy to remember sometimes. So I'm here to help you. And here we are. So we're going to take any color that you feel called to put on. So, obviously I'm a turquoise green person, lover, and I may just stick with that for now. I might could actually. I've got this beautiful neon purple. It's so fun. And if I mix that with white, it makes such a beautiful color. So I'm going to start you out on this, and then we'll see how far we get. And I might just lead you to it because, like I said, I had to go to the movies with my daughter, and we still had a little bit of time. So I thought, well, I'm going to keep going because I was having so much fun with this. This is going to get the wheels moving. This is going to get things started for you to start thinking in this way. It's a very powerful practice. So let's get on with our Yes Extravaganza video 2. All right, so we're just going to play. So I'm talking mark making, nothing serious going on here. If you make mud, it's okay because you can paint over it later. I will give you a little tip. Mixing warms and cool colors can usually make mud. So I'm talking like if you're going to mix green and red, it's probably not the best idea. Or if you mix blue and red, it can make purple. But you know what I'm saying? So just think, if you're going to mix orange and purple together, it won't look good. But it's okay because sometimes muddy colors are kind of cool looking and you can always paint over them. So maybe just start with cools and warms until it dries, and then you can paint over top. Okay, so we're just going to go like this. Just play. Maybe put your paintbrush in your other hand, the opposite hand. Make weird marks. Close your eyes. Use your fingers if you want. Turn the canvas. Trying to think if I have a word painting here somewhere that I could show you. I do not. Do I have one here? No. Okay. Because what we're going to do is, after we paint all this background, we're going to put the letters on here somewhere. And then you're going to paint around this. So you are not even going to see, like this can be all covered over again. And this can be layers and layers and layers. You can keep going on this for as long as you like. If it starts getting too wet and messy, wait until it dries, or use a hair dryer. Okay, so I guess I'm not sticking with the turquoise theme, and I'm going to use one of my favorite colors is quinacridone magenta. So I'm going to put that here onto my canvas, and I have got a bad habit of not putting the lid on. I'm doing a video right now. Okay. And that's my husband. Let's see here. How do I? Oh, I hate it when I do that. I was with this teacher once, and she goes, "I never put the lids on my paint things." So I just stopped doing it, but I wished I never would have gotten into that habit. Yes, it's in the throes of passion of painting. It's easier, but you pay for it later, like I am right now. So I'm going to go with this quinacridone magenta mixed with Prussian blue. Makes a beautiful dark purple. So I'm going to do that. I'm making a big mess. Ooh, the more quinacridone, the better. Lovey, 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 lovey. So here we go. Let me use a different sized brush. So just switching up the brush sizes can make such a difference. Let's see here, a little bit more quinacridone. I'll just use this regular magenta actually. That'll just help a little bit easier. Sorry for the delay, peoples. Okay, so making this color right here. And I'm just gonna go like that. Purple. I've been doing a lot of purple lately. And this is use my fingers just to kind of show you guys, like I just put a little bit of water on my fingers. You don't have to put water on. And then just kind of fun finger paint. Also, show you a little technique here that's kind of fun to do too. You take the paint and you can get it quite wet, and then just put some top, and then take a spray bottle and this will make your canvas quite wet, so you will have to wait, but you just to get the drip effect. Everywhere I put it up here, but you see, a little bit of a drip effect. So that's what we do. So let's see, how many minutes has that been? 9 minutes. So you know what, I'm gonna stop here because I need to get going now. But you see, I love doing this. This is so fun, you guys. Like, get into it, have a good time. I'm going to do a little bit more layers and stuff on here later, and then we'll get into painting the yes in the final section. So thanks for watching, and I will be back tomorrow to do the rest. Alrighty, bye.